Hey everybody, Aaron Dillon here, Managing Director of AG Dillon & Co. I got a pre-IPO company update for the week ending November 3, 2023. Let's get into it. Marc Andreessen, co-founder of venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, issued an open letter titled the Techno-Optimist Manifesto, a philosophy that celebrates the potential of technology, markets, and human intelligence to bring about progress and abundance in society. Andreessen argues that technology has historically been a force for good, driving economic growth and raising living standards and solving problems. He emphasizes the importance of free markets in organizing a technological economy, rejecting centralized planning and believing that markets are generative, not exploitive. Andreessen views intelligence and energy as the cornerstones of progress and advocates for their continual expansion. He has a vision of a world where technology and the abundance create opportunities for human flourishing. He challenges negative influences of stagnation, anti-technology sentiment, and excessive regulation, and calls for a future marked by ambition, courage, and the pursuit of excellence. Andreessen's manifesto is directly addressing the recent concern around AI development, the metaverse, nuclear technology, and other emerging tech that has been driven concern from governments and the public in general. It's a really good read. I would highly suggest you Google it. It's just Google Marc Andreessen, the Techno-Optimist Manifesto. It'll pop right up for you. The U.S. FAA has completed its safety review of SpaceX's giant Starship rocket, clearing a major hurdle for the second ever liftoff. However, the SpaceX can obtain a license before the next SpaceX launch. There's an ongoing environmental review and consultation with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service required, if you believe that. So they got to get the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to give them the green light, and then they can launch for the second time. The reviews focus on assessing the potential impacts of the water deluge system installed beneath Starbase's orbital launch mount after the April test flight, and it's designed to protect the deluge system, from Starship's engines. Once the environmental review is completed, the successful Starship launch is expected to launch. TBD on when that date's going to be, but I hope it comes very soon. I'm looking forward to this one. The recent bankruptcies and financial troubles among various startups highlight that a bottoming may be happening for us here in the pre-IPO stock space. Healthcare automation firm OliveAI, once valued at $4 billion, decided to sell its business to units of Waystar and Humana Health and amid financial distress, despite having raised more than $900 million from notable investors. The logistics domain also saw the dilution of digital freight network Convoy, which was later acquired by Flexport, which is itself a pre-IPO stock, to revive its trucking logistics services. Pebble, a potential rival to X or Twitter, has shut down due to insufficient growth and failed to convince investors of its viability. And consumer diaper brand Bello, founded by Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, those folks are married, and movie stars, filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So each of these companies a few years back would have easily been able to raise additional capital and keep going. Large business failures like this kind of force startup CEOs to recognize that they need to drive to profitability fast in order to control their own destiny, and also acknowledge that the valuations of their businesses are not going back to the 2021 levels. The goal is to get to market clearing prices in the pre-IPO space, private market space, and these realizations are catalysts to get the market there. So get some buyers and sellers closer together so we can kind of clear the market and keep going forward again and north again. The company X, formerly Twitter, has experienced significant drop in its valuation this week, from $44 billion when Elon Musk bought it a year ago to $19 billion this week. That's a 57% decrease. Musk has implemented several initiatives to rejuvenate the platform's business model and regain advertiser trust. Musk and CEO Linda Yaccarino are pivoting towards integrating shopping and sports content to diversify revenue streams. The initiatives include leveraging direct messages for one-click checkout options, collaborating with e-commerce software firms to facilitate live shopping, and revitalizing the Amplify program, which had previously been a lucrative avenue for ad revenues through attaching ads to video clips from established publishers. Particularly, NFL videos and Amplify have shown promise. There's an active endeavor to broaden the spectrum of sports videos on X, aiming to resurrect the platform's advertising business and overall market standing. Musk has talked at length about X being the everything app, quote unquote. To me, that means that X could be offering things like tweets, YouTube-like videos, checking accounts, Venmo, kind of peer-to-peer payments, payments to merchants. You pay with your phone using X when you go buy lunch or things like that. Sports betting, news article micropayments. So you want to read an article, but it's behind a paywall. You pay a few cents, you'll be able to read the article. Shopping, like they mentioned before. So all of this, Musk has talked about at one point or another. I wouldn't be surprised to see all of it come into this everything app. So that's the investment thesis for X. So the real question is, do you believe that Elon Musk can actually create this everything app? Can he deliver on all these things? I think he can. And if he does, will US users use it the same way that Chinese people use WeChat, which is the China everything app? So this has been done before in China, just not in the United States. WeChat is the primary product for Tencent. Tencent's publicly traded as a $373 billion market cap. So if Musk can even pull this off and is even partially correct, his investors stand to make a very nice return from the current $19 billion valuation. Google has pledged $2 billion towards Anthropic, a competitor to OpenAI, showcasing the substantial investments large cloud providers are making in AI startups. An initial investment of $500 million has been made with a commitment to provide an additional $1.5 billion over time. Google previously invested $300 million in Anthropic in April of 2023 for a 10% stake. PitchBook has posted Anthropic's valuation at $25 billion. I don't know where they got it. I can't find it anywhere else, but I'll take their word for it. That is a big number, right? Up from, I think that $4 or $5 billion was the last time they posted something. Google's investment follows an investment from Amazon in September of 2023, just about a month and a half ago, where they invested $1.25 billion with the potential to increase it by another $2.75 billion. So really interesting. OpenAI is kind of paired with Microsoft, right? But the other cloud providers, Google and Amazon, seem to be pairing with multiple different firms, Cohere, Anthropic, etc. And of course, Google has their own large language model as well. Okay, big capital raises for the week ending October 27, 2023. We got two new unicorns this week. ZZ, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Automotive, a Chinese electric commercial vehicle company, raised $76 billion Series B at a $1.4 billion valuation. That's a 122% increase from its $654 million valuation Series A in April of 2023, just 7 months ago. 122% up in 7 months. Good for those guys. And then Agent Sync, an insurance infrastructure company, raised $125 million Series B at a $1.25 billion valuation. That's a 1,567% increase from its $75 million valuation Series A in March of 2021. These guys went from 75 million to 1.25 billion in about just under 3 years. Awesome. So Valor Equity Partners and Craft Ventures both led. Those are two incredible VC firms. Tiger Global, 20 VC, and several others also participated in the round. All right, last up, we got pre-IPO stock performance for as of October 30, 2023. This week's winners, we got Klarna up 2.81%, Rippling up 2.41%, Scale AI up 1.53%, Airtable up 1.4%, and Databricks up 70 bips. The week losers is SpaceX. They were down 5.29%. Anthropic was down 2.82%. Deal was down 2.54%. Stripe was down 1.73%. And Discord down 1.64%. Top valuations, ByteDance still at the top at $203 billion. That's TikTok. SpaceX, $152 billion. OpenAI at $80. Stripe at 51 and Databricks at 47 lead in the current valuation. You can get more current valuation and performance data at agdillon.com. There's a tab right at the top. You can't miss it. Okay, that's it for me this week. If you have any questions on pre-IPO stocks, please reach out. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next week.